You're ignoring the one thing that's quietly shaping your entire life, not your big decisions, not your major goals, your small habits, the tiny things you do every day without thinking. Because right now, something is happening. You're either building a life you want or reinforcing a life you don't. And it's happening through things so small you barely notice them. And no, it's not about working harder, it's about what you repeat. Before we go deeper, like this video and subscribe to NousForge because understanding this might completely change how you approach your life. Most people wait for big moments, big motivation, big opportunities, big breakthroughs. They believe when something big happens, everything will change. But here's what actually happens: nothing changes because your life isn't shaped by what you do once, it's shaped by what you do repeatedly. Your brain is constantly forming patterns. Every action you repeat becomes easier, more automatic, more natural. This is how habits are formed, not through intensity, but through repetition. Here's the problem: small habits don't feel important. Skipping one day feels harmless. Doing something small feels insignificant. So you ignore them. But over time, they compound, and what felt small becomes everything. Part of you wants big results, but another part of you keeps choosing small, easy actions, scrolling, delaying, avoiding effort. And those small choices add up, not instantly, but inevitably. If this is hitting you, subscribe to NousForge because most people underestimate how powerful these patterns are. Here's something deeper: your habits don't just shape what you do, they shape who you believe you are. Every time you follow through, you reinforce, I'm consistent. Every time you stop, you reinforce, I don't finish things. And over time, that identity feels real. This is why people stay stuck, not because they don't know what to do, but because their habits keep confirming the same identity. So even when they try to change, they fall back into what feels familiar. So, how do you change this? Not by making big promises, but by making small commitments. Things so simple, you can't avoid them. One page, 5 minutes, one action, because consistency beats intensity every time. And here's the key: don't focus on results, focus on repetition, because results are delayed, but habits are immediate, and what you repeat is what you become. Every time you follow through on a small habit, you send a signal: this is who I am. And slowly, your identity begins to shift, not through motivation, but through evidence. Over time, something changes. You stop relying on motivation. You stop waiting to feel ready. You act because it's what you do. And that's when progress becomes natural. Think about your daily habits, not the big ones, the small ones, the ones you ignore. Now ask yourself, where will this lead if I keep repeating it? Because your future is not built by big decisions, it's built by small ones, repeated over time. You don't need to change everything, you just need to change what you repeat. And if you've stayed with me until this point, thank you. It means you're not just watching, you're becoming aware, and that is where real change begins.